Twitch has gone bankrupt, and to be honest, that's not really that far from the truth. So in case you guys don't know, I actually streamed on Twitch for 6 years. I'm very familiar with viewbotting. I want to remind you guys there was an old channel called Fextra Life, and they were botting around 60 to 70,000 views, and me and Asmongold were directly responsible for essentially taking care of that channel, as well as many other channels who frequently abuse viewbotting. Now, I want to make this very clear, and this is the worst reality. And I'm going to say something that other people are too afraid to say. If you are on Twitch and you are a new creator and you're not viewbotting, you're wasting your time. That's the God's honest truth, because everybody else is doing it. Why do you think I left that platform? Because to keep up with these people, you have to succumb to the sickness. You have to succumb to the exploitation that everybody, and I mean this really, everybody else is doing. Okay, you want to give one? I'll give you one example. The reason why Hassan Piker is so popular is because he's a prominent political figure, and he too abuses viewbots. Let me see if I can show you this here. We found this the other day. So here is one example of Hassan's minimum 12,000 viewbots falling off instantaneously. I'm sorry, 12,000 viewers don't leave all at the same time. And the worst thing is, this not only happened once, it actually happened twice. Let me find it real quick. There it is happening again. All of a sudden, in the middle of the stream, Hassan Piker will drop 12,000 viewers, all at the exact same time. Not happening in a one-time scenario, happening fucking twice. The exact same number. Everybody on that platform is viewbotting. I could go into a deep personal story about other friends who I've had who have struggled with the idea of viewbotting, but the reality is the platform isn't doing anything about it. They say they're going to do shit about it, and they're not going to do shit about it because they can't, due to the fact that Twitch is the only, this is real by the way, Twitch is the only streaming service that is losing 4% of their user base annually, okay? Or it actually might be quarterly, one of the two. Regardless, the way that Twitch operates is that it has their numbers of active users they have on their base. They sell that to investors, they sell that to advertisers, and that is how Twitch makes a profit, and they're still being run at a negative net loss. The only reason why they're alive right now is due to Amazon. But if they were to actually show the real numbers of their website, investors would pull out, advertisers would pull out, and they would be even more dead of a platform if they were to do that. So every single time they say they're going to do that, they're coping like fucking crazy. But Dan Clancy put out a post, a note on our work to combat viewbotting from CEO Dan Clancy. Wow, Diddy Dan took a break from gooning to the OnlyFans sluts he promotes on his channel, rather than people who actually make good content, to actually type something out. I wonder if he used both hands. There's been a lot of discussion recently about viewbotting on Twitch, and I wanted to share an update on our enforcement efforts. Viewbotting is bad for our business. This is a complete lie. We don't benefit from it. This is a complete lie. And we believe it harms the eco-creatism overall. This is a pure lie. You have artificially inflated your numbers, which is better for investors and advertisers to view your website and deem it necessary or proper for the advertisements or the investments they want to make into the website. Because if you were to show the actual numbers, the actual analytics, investors would pull the fuck out. However, effectively combating viewbotting is challenging. As we deploy updates to our real-time detection algorithms, viewbotting companies quickly respond with updates to avoid detection. Also, our detection systems must be precise to ensure that legitimate viewers are appropriately counted. Today, we're introducing a new enforcement type that we plan to roll out over the next few weeks. For channels identified as persistently viewbotting, we will apply a cap to the streamer's CCV for a fixed period of time on all of the Twitch services. The cap will be based upon historical data regarding that creator's non-viewbotted traffic. So let me ask you a question, Diddy Dan. If you were to know the numbers of what a creator actually pulls, why wouldn't you just ban those creators who are consistently viewbotting themselves since the beginning of Twitch? And Dan, do you want to know how I know you know the numbers? Because the ad revenue that you get on Twitch will be directly proportionate to your real viewership, because the behind the scenes algorithm for Twitch can detect what is a real view and what is an artificial view. And that is why creators don't show their revenue, because if they were, they would show that they are artificially inflated. Now, I do this quite often. Now, I can't show you my Twitch numbers because I don't stream there. However, I can show you my numbers on YouTube. I get 25.7 million views every month on YouTube. I've gotten 2 million views in the past 48 hours. I made $60,000 this month on those views. Are you noticing how this is up, this is up, this is up, and this is up? Because all of these are in line with each other because this is what legitimate viewers look like. If you want to know why creators won't show you their revenue, it's not because they're humble and they want to not make their audience feel bad. It's because it would expose a lot of frauds, because it will show high viewers, low revenue. And that's the God's honest truth. No, chat engagement does not determine whether a chat is a non-botted or botted chat. What does show is revenue, because you cannot fake revenue. Let's continue here. The cap will be based upon historical data regarding that creator's non-viewbotted traffic. Repeated violation will result in longer penalties. Streamers will be notified when an enforcement is applied, along with the duration of the penalty, and can appeal through the appeals portal. While streamers will be notified, we will not make a follow-on announcement when we begin issuing these enforcements and will not publicly share details about when and where these enforcements are applied. Unfortunately, providing details simply makes it easier for companies to work around our interventions. We believe this approach will help us make meaningful progress against viewbotting. We will continue refining our system and expand when we apply these enforcements over time. Now, I want to make this very clear. If Hassan, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Epstein, Piker does not lose 12,000 viewers, then they are applying these limitations favorably. And they are putting them on the streamers that they deem problematic. And the problem is that Twitch has a history of not enforcing their TOS properly. There's a reason why Morgpie can go live on stream with 3 men in gimp suits and electrocute them and treat them like slaves, all while saying that white people deserve shit and are our subhuman race, versus Asmongold goes live and says, I don't care what a goat herder says, and he gets banned for a fucking week. Or I go live and I call Frogan fat for 1 time, I get banned for 2 weeks. Denims will go live and call me a fucking rapist, and she won't get banned. And then I'll reach out to Twitch staff and they say, we can't do anything. It's best to just ignore her. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. So no, Diddy Dan, I don't believe you at all. Tectone says, Hassan is botting 12,000 viewers minimum. I've already confirmed this with multiple instances, like I showed again on stream. If he doesn't lose 12,000 viewers minimum, the update has done nothing. If this claim is challenged, I can provide proof again. I've already shown this on stream and on video. We have a follow-up from Eddie, the CEO of Kick, that says, this is a huge LARP, Beyond Tyranny, which is directly incorporated with Kick. Twitch already caps view counts. We got this idea from their staff years ago. They won't ban famous streamers. The same arguments apply. Someone else is botting me. And even though streamers have access to better methods and real viewers, the Stream Together feature on Twitch also allows you to safely have a buddy bot your stream up for discovery purposes. Kick is working on killing discovery for streamers who bot via our upcoming algorithm. We think this is the best method, as streamers who bot to inflate the positioning on the platform over smaller streamers will find themselves invisible to users that don't follow them. Twitch should do the same. And the reason why Kick takes it very seriously is they have KPP, which obviously scales the amount of real viewers they have, and it is very difficult to consistently viewbot on Kick. And it's good that they're banning people there, just like Rumble does as well. In case you guys don't know, if you are caught botting on Rumble, you'll be permanently banned, which I think is great. Twitch will not do that because their platform is completely fraudulent and they don't want to admit it. Someone G says, streamer viewership peaks around 3 hours. If a streamer is hitting their highest views in the first 30 minutes, they are just built different, I guess. Smile. This is very true. This is very true. Streamers will hit an all-time high at 3 hours unless banning a big event or a live stream or a content piece that people have been anticipating to react to. All streams will peak around the 3-hour mark. XUC says, we've been saying it for years, but they call us schizo, unfortunately. The new argument is that the new pattern of behavior that viewers have is only true for newer streamers and does not apply for older ones. No explanation for why that is, though, and that's because the newer streamers are all fucking botted, which is completely ridiculous. Also, side note, Hassan Piker's a fat Shuaned calls him out. You respond to his shit take for his 3-minute out of 30-minute videos, and you have Hassan Arabia syndrome. Okay, man, the beatings will continue. Hassan Piker. Anyways, if Hassan does not lose 12,000 viewers, we will know that nothing was actually changed. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one.